but not just any vision board. We're going to do a house vision board. Me and my husband want to buy a house this year, and I want us to really focus on what we want and how we want it. And so, what better way to do that than with a vision board? So, if you're interested in that, let's get started. First, you're going to need to gather your supplies. I have a post-it paper, and then I have poster markers. And then what you're going to need is glue, scissors, and then your images that you're going to put on your board. So I'm going to go back and forth between telling you what's going on and telling you a little story about myself and homes. So you want to start off by cutting out your images. If you already have images that are by themselves and not on one sheet like mine, you can go ahead and start organizing them. But once you finish cutting them out, you want to organize them on the paper how you want them. I suggest laying it all out first and then gluing it down. But once you like the organization of it and the layout, you can go ahead and glue everything down. So here's the story part. I never wanted a house. I never dreamed of owning a house or living in a house. I am more of a person who does not want to do too much and, do lawns and fix appliances and find plumbers and contractors and all that kind of stuff. I like the ease of apartment living and being able to just call the maintenance men who have been doing these things and fixes for years, and they just come and they get it done easily and quickly. I don't have to pay anything extra. I don't have to fire anybody. If they don't do a good job, I just tell them and they send somebody else out, or they come and do it again. And if they break something, they just get me a new one, and I don't have to pay anything extra or have to worry about anything. It's all already done for me. So I have always had that mindset and that mentality that I do not want a house. After last year, when I had my second child, I started to think differently. And I started to want to buy a house. My husband has always wanted to buy a house from the beginning. And now we're on the same page. I want a house. I want to be able to garden. I want my own space. I want my own yard, again, where my daughter can run around, where I can plant my garden, where I could just be by myself. I can play my music louder, and I don't have to worry about my neighbors next door. And where we live, there's a lot of dogs, so there's a lot of barking, and they're above us, they're beside us, they're across from us, and we wouldn't really have to worry about that in a house. And I'm just getting really excited about the thought of owning a home. And if you see this floor plan, I went in Photoshop and photoshopped the floor plan that I would want and I thought would be best for our family. And as I was creating this floor plan, I started to get so excited and I began to cry because it was so beautiful. This floor plan would be so perfect for us, and the amount of space would be so perfect for us. And I started to say it's like a dream come true, even though I never thought about it as a dream. This is not something I ever wanted, so how is it a dream come true? So I started to unpack that maybe deep down inside I wanted a house, and I just thought it was not possible for me. And I thought that, I would be responsible for the whole thing. And again, I'm married, so I wouldn't be responsible for taking care of the whole house. He would do the lawn, and he would take care of, fixing things or calling and things like that. And I still wouldn't have to worry about it. Now, I could get involved if I wanted to, but I wouldn't have to. And I just started to think about that deep down inside, I really did want a home. I just didn't want the responsibility of it. I was running from it, and now I'm embracing it. I've been treating my apartment as if it were a home, and I've been fixing things instead of calling the maintenance men, and I've been making sure that I clean the appliances and keep up with maintenance on my own, and it's not even as difficult as I thought it was. And so I'm really excited to just start looking for homes, and really excited to be wanting a home, because it's not something I ever really thought about, like actually owning a home and being in my own space. And now I'm so excited. I can't wait till it happens. After my grandmother passed and we lost her home, I recognized the importance of having a central family hub. And I recognized the importance of leaving something behind to your children that is somewhere that they can be safe, and that's been there established for a long time. And I know, like, our lives changed after losing that house. And I just want my children to have a safe space to go and a safe place to be that they know is theirs. And I don't know if these transitions are going to be jarring, but um, on the board now, I am putting a picture down of flooring, and I'm going to write what I want from the flooring on the board and not just put the picture on there. I want to be very intentional and very specific in what I want in my home on this vision board, especially because, again, I've never really thought about it. Now putting the time and effort to think about what I would want and how I would want it. And I'm not just doing this on a whim. I have talked to my husband and my daughter. We've sat down and had these conversations already. So I'm just taking everything we've talked about and everything that everyone wants and putting it down on paper so we can all see what we're striving for. Also, in the bottom right-hand corner, I have a snippet of our financial goals, just to be a reminder of why we have these financial goals and why we're striving for what we're striving for, and have a visual representation of what we're aiming for. And on this part, I was stumped on where I wanted to put this piece, because I only had a couple more photos and there was going to be a big empty space in the middle. And so I moved on to this corner over here, and I knew that I wanted these pictures in this corner. So I moved on to that before I continued on. And this is a do as I say, not as I do, because I did not put all the pictures down before gluing them down, because I decided that I wanted that picture of the windows down below the other pictures. I like the way it's stacked, and then that left this big old gap in the middle, and I had no other pictures to fill it. Growing up, we always moved around a lot, so I never learned to settle anywhere. And even though in my adult years I have lived in places for long periods of time, I just learned to never actually settle. So I don't really decorate like the walls and stuff. I did go to school for graphic design, and in that there is a section that is interior design, and I always loved that. And I thought about furthering my education in interior design. But I do dream of decorating a home, even if it's not my own home. And I play The Sims, and in The Sims, my favorite thing to do is decorate the homes. So that is one of the things I am super excited about. But on this vision board, I didn't want to put any decorating ideas or anything like that. I wanted to stick to it being about the house itself, and then I can curate what goes inside of it. And that is all I really have to say about this. Thank you for watching, and enjoy the rest of the montage of me finishing this up. I'm going to add some stickers. I got my sticker books out. Just add a little bit of razzle dazzle to it. Everybody already saw it and they love it. I'm going to hang it on the wall after I add the stickers to it, and I'll be right back to do that. And this is the end result. I want a big lush garden, so now we're going to put it up on that wall. So I hope you enjoyed that video, and I hope that you have a vision board for anything that you want to do. It doesn't have to be as big as the one that I made. I've made little teeny tiny ones about friendship and my relationship with my husband and how I want my year to go, just in like pages of a journal, mostly in my planner. Usually they have like note section, and in that note section I just paste photos and words of affirmations, and I do little vision boards in my planner so that I can go to them and I can see them. So it doesn't have to be as big as what I did, but this one was for my entire family, so I needed everyone to see it. So I hope you were inspired by this. Go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button so you don't miss out on any other videos.